Welcome to Motherhood Unscripted, where we strip away the filters and we speak the truth about motherhood. The beautiful, the brutal, and everything in between. And today we are talking about something deeply important, something often hidden behind smiles, arm fines, and doing it all. And this is called maternal mental health. Hi and welcome to Motherhood Unscripted, the space where real stories, raw emotions, and the beautiful chaos of motherhood come to life. I'm your host Gladys Kangao, and each week we dive into honest conversations, break down the myths, embrace the perfectly imperfect journey of being a mom. No filter, no judgment, just truth, connection, and support. So let's get into it. Welcome. So as we all know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and it's really important to talk about our mental health, especially when we become mothers. And this is why I chose to talk about maternal mental health, because I feel like it's really important for mothers to take care of our mental well-being, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. You can only give as much as you take. So it's really important for us as mothers to take care of our mental health and to be aware. It's really important for mothers to know the importance of taking care of our mental health, because we cannot pour from an empty cup. It is really important to be aware of the challenges that we go through. So this is a really important topic, and I hope that by the end of this topic you are going to have a few takeaways, or you will be able to help a fellow mom, your sister, your friend who is going through a mental health challenge. You're going to assist them. So feel free to share, subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe, because this helps support this channel. This helps to for us to be able to know who is watching. So subscribe, like, and share this video with someone that you love. So without wasting time, let's begin. The invisible storm. Motherhood is often painted as joyful, fulfilling, natural, and yes, it can be. But what happens when you are overwhelmed? When the joy is buried under exhaustion, anxiety, or even numbness? Maybe you've cried in your bathroom so no one could hear. Maybe you've felt rage that scared you. Maybe you've wondered, is it just me? Am I failing at this? So I'm here to tell you this. You're not failing. You are, in fact, feeling. And those feelings deserve space, not shame. So it's really important to understand that those feelings do not deserve space or not shame. So let's talk about what is beyond postpartum depression. When you talk about maternal mental health, people often think of only postpartum depression, but it's so much more than that, you know. So it's so much more than that. It's the anxiety that keeps you awake even when the baby is asleep. It's the guilt of needing a break but feeling like you shouldn't. It's the rage that flares up and makes you feel like a monster. The numbness when you go through the emotions and feelings, and it doesn't always start right after birth, because some of the women experience this even months later or even years later after they have had children. So postpartum depression doesn't always start immediately after birth. And for many, it never fully goes away without support. So it's really important to be aware that those people who go through postpartum depression, it doesn't go away without support or the help that they need. So why don't we talk about it? We don't always talk about maternal mental health because enough, it's not always talked about, because moms are expected to be strong, we are expected to cope, we are expected to be grateful, because society doesn't give us space for us to be both joyful and struggling. We are not often given that space to be joyful and struggling. But let's be real, you can love your child so much and still feel overwhelmed. I know you can relate with me. You can be grateful and still be depressed. You can be a good mother and still need help. So silence does not protect us, it isolates us. And that is a quote that has stuck with me for a long time. And so let's normalize asking for help, guys. It's really important to ask for help. So today I'm here to talk to that mother who is listening. Please, please, please always ask for help. And if you're struggling, just know that you are not alone. It's really important for us mothers to understand that you are not alone when you're going through this. So if you're tired of pretending, dear mom, just know that it's not your fault. You're not alone. So many of us go through some mental health challenges. And, the way I was talking earlier in saying that most of us, when someone asks you how you're doing, you say you're fine, you say you're okay. We have been conditioned to say that I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm happy, because that is what we have grown up seeing. Mothers are supposed to be so strong, we're supposed to have it all together. But asking for help is not a sign of weakness. Instead, it's a sign of strength. And most of us mothers think that, strength is being sacrificial and even putting our own mental health, aside, so that we can show up for our children, for our family, for our spouses. That is what is considered acceptable in the society. But as we learn more about mental health and the challenges that women go through, especially after having a child, just know that it's a normal thing. First of all, it's normal, because sometimes people might think, am I being abnormal? No, it's a disease like any other. And as I have come to understand that when someone goes through postpartum depression, it's a disease. It's not something that they want, because maybe people think they are pretending. Most of us, I know, do not speak up or cannot share, because they might think someone is not being grateful. People, you can even talk to your mother and they can say, you have everything. You have a spouse that is supporting you, your rent is paid, you're well taken care of, your children are well taken care of. Then why are you complaining? And this is why you find so many women suffer in silence. So many mothers really go through a lot of mental health challenges in silence. And you find that when it explodes, that's when people realize, oh, she was going through something. She did not speak up. Why did she not share? And mostly it happens because as mothers, we are not conditioned to speak up. We feel a lot of shame when we speak up. And I will speak on also my own story, especially when I had my children were younger. Right now they're a bit older, they are 9 and 6. But when they were younger, I was going through a lot of mental health struggles. And that's why I was telling you, you guys, mostly when someone hears maternal mental health, they think about postpartum depression, but there are so many other disorders that we go through. You can go through postpartum anxiety, you know, there's a lot of that. And also other conditions, not only PPD as it is known. So personally, I went through a lot of mental health struggles, you know, when you feel alone, you feel isolated. And when I tried to share with someone, a fellow mom, I remember just her looking at me blankly. She did not know what to say, and at that time I felt judged. Maybe in my head I thought maybe I was sharing too much and maybe she was judging me. I'm being a bad mom, I don't want to take care of my kids, and that's why I pulled back. I did not understand that you need to seek the right village. You need to seek professional help. If you feel like you're going through something, please speak. Find someone who's safe, first of all, to talk to, because not everyone is going to understand what you're going through. That's my experience when I shared it with someone who I thought was a mom like me, and maybe she will understand, but not to blame her. Maybe also her, she did not know how to support me. And that's why I was telling you, it's really important when you're going through a mental health challenge, seek the right support, seek a therapist. Right now there are so many resources that are online. They are on WhatsApp, they are on Instagram, on Facebook. There is a therapist who you can talk even over the phone. You don't need to go physically, you know, especially being a mom with young kids, you can't move around a lot, but you can find someone who's safe. There are so many platforms, and they are supporting mothers, and not only mothers, but people who are going through mental health challenges. There are online support groups. So find the right kind of support, and just know that there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing, you're not a bad mother. You're not the only one who has been through this. And I know so many people who have gone through mental health challenges and come out the other side much, much stronger, because seeking help is not a sign of weakness. In fact, it makes you a better parent, it makes you a better friend, a better partner. So as we celebrate mental health Awareness Month this May, keep that in mind. And if you know of someone who is going through a challenge, please reach out. Please be that friend who can reach out to, you know, your sister, you know, your spouse. Just reach out to them. Ask them, what do you need? How can I help? Because sometimes, you know, we shy away asking people, you know, someone who's saying, I'm fine, and maybe they're hanging on by a thread. You know, so many people, you can look, you know, they look okay. So if you're near someone who is a new mom, who is a mom of multiple kids, especially who are very close in age, please just reach out and really ask them, how are you doing? Make an effort to show up for them. Make an effort to ask if they need any help. And even recommend. I know a therapist, I know of a support group. Maybe you can join. I know there's an activity around your area you can join. Just really, really be intentional around mothers, because it's really important for us all to come together to take care of each other's mental health. You know, take a mom out for swimming, whatever activity that is within reach. Maybe tell her, I will watch the kids so that you can go do your hair. Just be intentional when it comes to supporting mothers, because it really helps to lift at least the burden off of their shoulders. And if you're a mom who is listening and don't know where to start, maybe I can share a few tips that can be able to guide you when it comes to taking care of your own mental health. And one, of course, it's rest. Some people think that rest is a luxury. It's not. It's a really important necessity when it comes to raising children, because, as I said earlier, you can never pour from an empty cup. It's really important to rest and allow yourself to rest, because I know most of us mothers, you're resting and your mind is racing. You're thinking of the next meal. What will I cook for dinner? What tomorrow I'm supposed to go to a school meeting? Tomorrow the diapers are almost over. You're always thinking about the next and the next. So please be intentional when it comes to resting. There are so many things you can do. Find someone to watch your kids, even if it's just for an hour. Find someone to, relieve the burden. Ask for help. Don't be afraid. And that is now, when you need to rest, you can maybe ask your spouse, can you watch the kids for me as I take a nap? Can you watch the kids for me as I go and get my hair done? Always don't be afraid to ask for help. The second thing that I know that is important when it comes to taking care of your mental health is boundaries. Most of us have not been taught to say no, and that no is a full sentence. That's what I always say. When someone says no, you doesn't have to say no because of this. You don't have to over-explain yourself. So if something is draining your energy, or you feel maybe there is a certain someone, when they come to visit, they're always draining your energy, you don't always have to accommodate them all the time. And that is something that I've learned even in my own personal mothering journey. I have had friends or relatives, maybe they come, they drain your energy. So maybe someone can call you and say, hey Gladys, can I come and visit you today? You can say no, not today, maybe some other time. Maybe they can come, maybe that day you're not having a good day, you're not okay mentally. You don't always have to accept, and it's not in a bad way. People will always understand, and if they don't or take it some way, it's also fine. So it has nothing to do with you, because again, we are protecting our energy, we are filling our cup. So always have those boundaries when it comes to taking care of your mental health. Practice start small, and it will come gradually. Sometimes it comes with a bit of guilt. You said no to your friend who was coming to visit, and maybe that friend, is not someone who fills your cup. Some people just drain you. So always have those boundaries and stand by them, and don't be afraid of using your boundaries. So that is a way that I've come to learn of taking care of your mental health. And also therapy. I think I've talked about that, but I will emphasize on that. If you need professional assistance, please, there are so many resources online, and most of them are very affordable. Some are even for free. So reach out to some help, seek help. It's really important, and always know that there is nothing wrong with that. And I know here in the African culture, we are not conditioned, or we have not learned, been taught about seeking a therapist. That's why so many of us really suffer in silence. And you find that maybe when someone has committed suicide, or you are hearing out here, a mother has killed herself plus her kids, is because she didn't know where to turn. She didn't have the information. So it's really important for you who is listening. seek for help, and there is nothing wrong. There are so many resources out there, and if you will need help, you can also reach out to me. You can write here under the comments you need help, and I'll be happy to refer to you to some of the resources that I have. So it's really important. There are also some that may require you to take medication. There is also nothing wrong with that, because again, when you have maybe, for example, postpartum depression, you might need medication. There is nothing wrong with that. Be proud. It's a disease just like any other, just like someone who has cancer, just like someone who has kidney disease, and they require medication. So don't be afraid even to say I've been diagnosed with postpartum depression and I have medication. It's not something to be ashamed of. So always know that you can get help, and these things are not luxury. You know, people think they are luxury. It's a necessity. It is how we are be able to be good mothers, better mothers, good friends. So those are some of them. I've not shared all, but at least I'm happy that we have been able to share this topic with you. I've been able to share with you. So if you're going through some of these symptoms, or if you know someone, please feel free also to share on the comments or reach out to me on Instagram and Motherhood Unscripted. You can DM me and I'll be able to share the resources. So thank you so much for listening. And before I forget, there are also so many support groups out there that really support women who are going through that. So always also remember, find the right support group. There are so many support groups out there that support women, where you can be able to share freely. It's a safe space, you know. So many resources are within your reach. So if also you need a support group that you can feel at home, you can be able to share your mental health struggles without feeling judged, please also reach out to me on my DM, or also you can write a comment just under this video, and I'll be able to reach out. So without wasting your time, thank you so much for listening to this wonderful episode. I hope you have gained a bit of insight of maternal mental health and why it is so important for us to take care of our mental health, because only if we take care of ourselves are we able to take care of our children and our family. So thank you for listening. Please, a reminder, like, share, subscribe this video with a mama that is near you, and I hope to see you on the next episode. So take care and bye-bye.